When you put peanut butter and biscuits, it's actually nice.
Great. Are we on or not?
Oh yeah. Welcome to the second podcast. We were supposed.
It's not good to be eating when you're on a podcast.
That's what people do on a podcast. They eat. What podcasts have you watched where they don't eat? Tell me.
I think it's a bit dodgy.
That's you, innit?
It's not not professional.
But I don't really care. So this is my second podcast. We were supposed to do this a week ago, but why didn't we do this a week ago?
I don't know.
No, you know why.
Very
you
busy.
know why.
Very busy.
This guy.
I was extremely busy. That's why.
Doing what?
I was busy. I don't need to go into details online, mate.
We sound rubbish. So let's talk about what is it? Do you know? Before we even talk about the main game that happened last night, let's talk about your game with Napoli. The Liverpool versus Napoli, and your team lost. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, we got outplayed.
Outplayed? How? What do you mean? In terms of what?
We just had a better plan than us. As simple as that. It doesn't always go Liverpool way, does it?
Well, we've won 7 out of 7. So.
Yeah, in the Premiership. Yeah, but not in Europe. Not at the moment.
Do you think you'll win it again?
I'm not too sure, really. It's not the main thing. Our main thing is to try and win the league.
So you'll be happier if you lost Champions League and won the league?
At the moment, we're concentrating on the league. It's not so much Europe. It's all right to have to play in that competition. Mm-hmm. If you can win it, yeah, it's good. But at the moment, our whole mindset is set on winning the league. That's what it's all about at the moment.
You think you'll win it this season? You think it's the season that you'll win it?
I'm not sure. Man City is a very strong side, mate. You know, you can't, mate. Look at the quality they've got in their team. That says it all.
You sure? After that Norwich game.
Yeah, Norwich did a good job, mate. You know what I mean? Their main striker up front, did a brilliant job, and their defence.
Teemu Pukki.
And the defence played out of their skins. You got to give it to Norwich.
I think Man City made too many mistakes in that.
I think they weren't really up for it, to his truth. When they're up for it, they're dangerous. I don't think they were up for it.
You think Norwich were going to be like that stroll in the park thing?
Do
you think Norwich were going to be a stroll in the park?
No, I don't think they're going to be stroll. As long as they've got that striker up front and they play like that, they won't be an easy team to beat. They've always got that striker up front. What's his name?
Teemu Pukki.
Very good striker.
I think what makes him good is that he's just very clinical.
That's it. And that's what you need to be a top striker, isn't it?
Speaking of clinical, I was watched the Arsenal versus Man United game.
Yeah.
The only good part about that was Aubameyang, and that's it.
No.
I watched the whole game. Every single player was wank.
According to what was said, both teams played appalling. There wasn't no heart in the game.
There wasn't. I watched it. I literally watched the first 40 minutes of the game was dead. No. It didn't even really feel like.
What does that say about Arsenal then? As we always said, any manager who come into that club should be able to see what the problems with Arsenal was, and the main problem with Arsenal is what it's always been. The defence. The defence is crap. It doesn't matter if the forwards are doing the business. It doesn't matter if the midfield's doing the business. The defence is appalling. How can you have a defence that's so poor like that? Come on. The manager, what is he doing? What's his job? That's the first thing he should have sorted out. Not going paying 70 million for a winger. He should have sorted out the defence. That's what he should have sorted out.
Nicholas Pepe.
Forget the flipping. Forget the winger, mate. Sort out your defence. If you don't have a defence, you can't win a match.
Nicholas Pepe was bollocks in that game. He didn't do enough.
Nicholas Pepe, he's French, right? He's probably trying to even keep up with the pace of this game, of the speed
I don't
of
think
this,
it's
of
the
this
pace.
league.
I don't think it's the pace because he's got pace,
but
he's just not doing enough skill.
But it's not fair. He shouldn't be put into that wing to be doing all in the first place. As far as I'm concerned,
that's his position, though.
As far as I'm concerned, They shouldn't even have bought him. They should have bought a defender. That's what they should have done.
Oh,
Look at their defence. It's appalling.
I've got WBs.
I don't know why they bought David Luiz. If you ain't going to play him in a free back kind of like defence,
Yeah.
In a full back defence, he's appalling. But in a free, he's good. You'd buy that player and play him in a free defence, and he'll do a good job for you. But in a four defence, he doesn't know where he's coming or going. He ain't got a flipping clue.
You got done up by, was it Pereira?
He ain't got a clue what he's doing. Sorry, but he ain't got a clue. That's a guy that when you play him in a back defence, he needs to be retrained to do that, mate. Literally, he doesn't know what he's doing. Not a clue.
That's true. I think with Arsenal, they're just. I don't know what it is with Arsenal. The defence is poor, but
Sorry,
I think it's mentality.
Sorry, dude. You don't need a Spanish flipping manager. You need an English manager to take over Arsenal.
Why always
That
English?
is what you need.
Why English? Why English manager?
Because a Spanish manager doesn't know what he's doing. This Spanish manager,
You're
right?
saying Pep doesn't know what he's doing.
No, Pep knows what he's
He's
doing.
the Spanish manager.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, they've had so many different foreign managers in Arsenal. They need an English manager. They need someone who knows what they're doing.
Well, I can say the same thing about Liverpool.
I know you can say the same for them.
Your manager's from Germany.
Yeah, but
I know what he's doing.
the difference between him and this guy is that as soon as he saw our defence was dodgy, he fixed it. He waited for the player
It took time,
and
though.
he fixed it.
But it took time.
Yeah, but
It
look,
took like 3 years.
Yeah,
This is Emery's second season.
yeah, I know it's his second season, but the point is that he's been there for a second season.
Mm-hmm.
He already, when he got to the club, he could see that the defence is appalling. Anyone with their right mind can see that the defence is crap.
Yeah, but it takes time to just.
Even if it takes time. You don't take 70 million and go and spend it on a winger, mate. Come on. When you know your defence is toilet. You can't do that. You go and you buy a decent defender. That's what you do. Even if you'd gone abroad and bought a German defender or any defender than what he's got there at the moment, they're not doing a good job.
You can't just say, "Oh, buy any defender." Just to pick what quality defender would you have bought?
Well, me.
Yeah.
You're looking for someone who's like a Van Dijk type of character.
Like
That's
who?
what you're looking like.
Like who?
I don't know.
But there you go. There you go. Then you can't just say look for someone that's like Van
But that's the job of a manager, isn't it? That's why a manager goes out and he looks for players. That's the whole job of
it.
it.
Takes time.
Yeah, but it's still his job.
He's got other things to do.
But that's still his job.
It's his job. By the end of the day, he's got other things to do.
Listen, they've employed him to be the manager of that club, right? Yeah. The first thing he should have had in his mind before he even come to the club is that to look at how Arsenal play and look at the defence and say, well, you know what? We need some decent defenders. That's the first, before he did anything, that's the first thing he should have been thinking about to sort out is the defence. That's the first thing. Not the forwards, not the midfield, the defence. Because without that, you ain't got a team, mate. Without no defence, you ain't got a decent team. And that's why all the Arsenal fans are all freaking complaining. Because at the end of the day, every time their team goes out, their forwards he plays up front, does a good job. Their midfield does a good job.
I say it like
their defence is like toilet.
I say Aubameyang like I said.
Their defence is like toilet. Where's the performance? Where's the defence? What's the defence doing?
I think it's more than defence though with Arsenal. It's mentality. Personally, I think it's mentality.
Well, all I know is that every time I watch Arsenal, you just for example, on Arsenal TV, the fans are complaining. They're complaining that the defence is appalling.
Not always the defence.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, right, if they don't sort out the defence, they ain't going to get anywhere. And it's going to be same old story, same season finale after season. Oh,
do you think
we got beaten again. And why? Because the defence is poor.
What if their defence improves in this delusion? What do you think it is then?
The only way I can see it improving is if they actually buy some decent players.
What about mentality?
Mentality. Yeah, if they're willing to go back and take those defenders they've got there and train them up to defend properly, yeah.
Not just defence, like winning mentality.
They need someone like Tony Adams to come in and teach their defenders how to defend. That's what they need.
They need that, but let's be realistic. They're not going to get Tony Adams.
Why not?
Because they're not.
Why not?
What would they?
You don't think he would come back and help them?
That's up to him, innit? Or if he doesn't want to do it, who would they get then?
I don't think he would turn them down. If they wanted his help, I don't think he would turn them down. I think he'd be in there like a flicking shot and get the defence sorted. I'll give you a month with him in the sorting out that defence. That defence would be solid by the time he was in there.
I wouldn't say that.
He was their best defender.
More than years.
He was their best defender, mate. Right?
Yeah, back in like.
And he had the heart, and he would.
Yeah, but he had world class players around him.
Yeah, but still, I still reckon if he was training them up, they'll do better than what they're doing now. Because at the moment they're doing appalling.
But about Man United, they're doing worse than Arsenal, if I'm honest with you.
Well,
and things like they actually have Maguire. Yeah, they're still not getting results.
Yeah, but the problem with Man United is that their unit. They don't play like a setup. They don't play like one unit, do they?
What do you mean they don't play like one unit?
There's still individual players in that squad. They're not.
What was the last Manchester United game you watched?
I can't remember when. I watched some highlights, but you can see that their team is not. It's not like the old Man United, is it? Well, the old Man United was like a unit.
Yeah, but what do you expect it's going to be like? Back then, there was more quality in this Man United. Number one, back then they had Ferguson. Number two, they were stricter. Number three, different mentality.
Yeah.
This Man United, different manager.
Well, as far as
she's trying out new formation. Players aren't obviously as good as the old players, and the mentality is different.
Yeah,
so it's not gonna.
As far as I'm concerned, what the manager's doing so far, he's bringing in young players. He's trying to bed them into the squad, right? But he's still, to me, you need players like Giggs, you need players like Neville around them to give them some information, give them some inspiration,
they'll give them inspiration,
and get them into the kind of thinking mentality of what the old Man United was like.
Well, of course,
because at the moment, they're not on that wavelength at all. They're not on that wavelength at all, and they need to change it. Because at the moment, everyone seems to be doing their own bloody thing and not flipping doing it. Pogba, as far as I'm concerned,
I think he's a waste of money.
He's a complete waste of money, right? He plays when he wants to play. That's no good. That's no good. I would have flogged him and brought in some decent midfield players in there to replace him. He ain't.
He's only do it for Manchester
He's a
United
good player, but he ain't for Man United.
Yeah, he's just.
He's not for Man United, mate. No wonder Fergie wasn't too keen on him.
Yeah, like. I am with Lukaku going into Milan. I don't think they should have sold Lukaku.
Let's put it there. Lukaku wasn't really playing for them neither, was he? He wasn't really doing it for them. You know, he lost heart.
I still wouldn't have sold him though.
He lost heart. I think what the problem was, they didn't trust him enough, and he could sense it, and he just lost heart. He just didn't want to play for him anymore.
Look at the strikers now. I'm not saying Marcus Rashford is bad, but he's not putting in a lot of effort.
I think they need a world class striker up there, really.
But Dad, let's be honest. Every team requires a world class striker.
Yeah, but they need someone that is going to change up the game.
Okay, so if they sold Lukaku, who do you think they would have signed?
I don't know.
You can't just say
maybe go for an Italian player.
Anyone can say, "Oh, I need a world class midfielder, world class defender, world class forward." But who are you going to buy? Do you know what I mean?
I do not know.
Well, there you go. If you say they need a world class midfielder and you say they should buy this player or buy this player, then they understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, but then again, right, you don't let a player like that go without having a replacement, do you?
Yeah,
I don't know what the manager was thinking.
The replacement was Martial, I think, but he's injured now. I think if they get Martial back, I think they'll start scoring goals.
They'll start scoring goals.
He can finish.
He's a great finisher, but then again, you still need another striker as a backup, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
And also, don't forget their midfield.
It's not terrible, but it's
not
good.
Quick, is it? It's not quick. It's not. If they need to do a counter attack, I think they take too much time.
No, I think the best player in the midfield is Daniel James.
You reckon?
That player from Swansea, yeah, he's good. Personally, I think it doesn't really look as though they're going to score. I think
the defence still needs more work. They need another defender at the back there with what's his name?
Harry Maguire.
Yeah. They need someone who's at the same status of him.
I think they need someone that's like. I think they need
younger,
young and faster because Harry Maguire's not that fast.
Because he ain't got much speed on him. No, they need someone who can track back quick. He's got some pace.
Yeah.
And can defend.
Aubameyang's goal. It went to.
I think a few of the defenders that are there should be sold, please, Chief. I don't think they're up to standard anymore.
You know when Aubameyang scored his goal, they said that he was offside at first.
Yeah.
But then when the VAR checked it, it was actually onside. And that's why the goal counted. So, talking about VAR, do you think VAR is accurate?
Sometimes, but it's made it interesting. I know that.
But is it accurate? Is it interesting where let's say someone's offside. Let's say someone's onside, but then the person's saying they're offside and the goal doesn't count.
No, this is
what happens to your team then?
This is where VAR comes into it.
Let's say you're against Man City. It's 1-1, 95th minute. Man City Aguero scores it.
Yeah.
But as he heads it on, it hits his arm.
Yeah.
And it goes into the back of the net. VAR checking this says it's still a goal. Are you gonna say that makes the game interesting?
Well, I've got to go by what it. I've got to go by what.
But would you agree?
I have to agree. That's the whole point of it.
Do you agree with him heading the ball, hits his arm, goes into the back of your net? You're gonna say VAR is accurate? Well, he should have picked up that hit his arm.
Well, he should have picked it up, isn't it? That's the whole point of VAR, isn't it?
Exactly.
To pick up things like that.
You said that it's sometimes accurate, but it makes it interesting. Is that interesting if that happens to your team? If it went against your team?
Well, it all depends on your team, isn't it? And who you support.
Would you say, oh, that's interesting? You wouldn't say that's interesting.
It all depends on who you support, isn't it? At the end of the day.
If that happened to you,
if the ball trickles off his arm and he gets away with it and it goes in and it scores,
you're going to be peeved and you're going to say, "Oh, was that interesting?"
Yeah, you'll be gutted. But then what can you do?
Yeah, but that's not going to make. Yeah, but that's why I'm saying VAR isn't accurate.
No.
You're saying sometimes. I don't know.
A lot of people will disagree with you. They'll say it's accurate or they won't.
I know why VAR I'm not accurate.
Me personally, it has made the game a lot more interesting.
I know but I'm saying is it accurate? Like, is it like bang on right? Because there are some points where it hits a player's arm, but VAR they don't even pick up. They don't look at it. They don't like go into that decision. Where, for example, what was it? Mane got fouled by a Sheffield United player. It was a penalty. Like, he didn't get the ball whatsoever. He clearly made contact with Mane's leg and clearly fouled Mane. But VAR never looked into it. And basically, you should have been 2-0 up.
Yeah, but the problem with this type of technology, it's going to need time for it to get sorted in it. There's going to be little twerks in it. They're going to take time to refine it. It's not really refined yet. It's working, but it's not refined to that level where shouldn't
it be refined now?
What, refined?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be, but it's not. And it's like anything, it's going to take time for it to be. Obviously, the more it's used, the more they're going to probably update it and get it up to that level. This is why you still got refs, isn't it?
Yeah, but with referees, they don't see
the
challenges at fast pace. And that's where the VAR is there to pick it up.
And what the ref does is he goes back look back on the screen on VAR and to double check it.
Yeah, we know he does that, but I just don't think it's accurate enough. And we were talking about this before. About what was it? Mixed football. You were saying should mixed football be allowed?
I can see it happening in the future.
So with men and you say men and women should play football together.
Yeah, I can see it happening in the future.
As like a proper league.
Yeah, why not? What's wrong with that?
I disagree with it.
Why do you disagree with that?
You've got a guy is it fair when a girl's running down the wing of the ball and there's a man that just barges her off to get the ball? You can't. That's fair. That ain't fair.
It's a part of the game.
But that's not fair.
It's a part. Look, you're telling me
10 times out of 10, the man's gonna win it because the guy's stronger.
So you're telling me, right?
Scientifically, men are stronger than women.
You've never seen girls play football with boys.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, so if they can play football with boys, right? Yeah. And play in the match, right?
Yeah.
And score goals.
Yeah.
What says they can't play in a proper match with boys? Why not?
Because number one, aggressiveness. Number 2, strength difference. As you know, let's be honest, strength difference.
Yeah,
Number
but if
3,
you have a team...
Number 3, if there's a fight. If a fight happens, you know how players push.
Listen,
if a fight happens and a guy and one of the players push the girls, you're gonna agree with it?
Well, they're not supposed to push the girls.
Yeah, what do they do?
Yeah, but they're not supposed to. That's
What do
not
they
a part of that will be completely ruled out.
Men shouldn't be pushing
But the point,
other men when it comes to football.
but the point
Doesn't
is,
get ruled out.
But the point is, right? If you're in a team and it has mixed girls and mixed boys in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's a more balanced team, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
That is. And at the end of the day, when you're playing in a team that's like that, everyone it'll be a more balanced game. I don't see what's wrong with it.
Not necessarily. Strength.
I've seen girls play in matches with boys, and there was no problem.
Strength. What? Yeah. When was that? Were these girls like? Were they built?
It doesn't matter if they're built or not.
It doesn't matter if they're built.
At the end of the day, they played football.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're built.
And they get involved, and in fact, the girls can be even more aggressive than the boys.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Some of them may not have the strength.
They may not have the strength.
If they have the strength, then fair enough. But if they don't, then
but they're out to play. They're not bothered by that.
So you would say in leagues then, in the Premier League, you'd want mixed girls and mixed boys.
Well, we have. I wouldn't say in the Premier League right now, but in years to come, maybe there might be a mixed league. There might be a mixed league that opens up for boys and girls, for blokes and girls to play in the same league.
I know. I'm saying.
And they just call themselves one team. So what's wrong with that? If you can have a team, if you can have a squad that has Irish, English, Scottish, Welsh, blacks, whites,
that's not really a league.
Everyone in it, right?
What's
wrong with that?
That's nationality.
That's a national team, yeah. So why can't it be? Why can't it be boys and men and women in the same team? What's wrong with that?
But it's not fair. It's not really balanced. When you look, it's not balanced.
You're telling me that You're telling me that you can't have a team that's balanced with girls and boys in the same team. That's what you're trying to tell me.
If they're like little kids, and they can do that. Boys and girls can play if they're like little kids.
Look, you wait and see. Years to come, you'll see it happen.
Right.
You wait. Right. It's just a matter of time.
You're going to see the amount of bollocks that happens.
It's going to be a completely new freaking league.
When do you think it's going to happen?
It'll be a new league.
When do you think it's going to happen?
I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen.
I'll see it and see it.
Sooner or later.
I'll see how it goes. Your thoughts on, what was it, Jose Mourinho and Wenger?
What do you want to know?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Jose Mourinho? Do you think he's a world-class manager?
I think he's bollocks.
I think he's one of the best managers in the world.
No, I think he's bollocks.
Why?
Because at Real Madrid he failed.
But he did win. Not necessarily.
He failed.
First season he won them a trophy.
Yes, maybe the first season, but after
he
failed.
Yeah, second season.
He fell out with the players.
On the second season.
He fell out with the management there.
On the second season.
He was terrible.
On the second season.
Then he went.
Second season.
Then he went to Rome. Then he went to Man United.
Won them 3 trophies.
Yeah.
They won big trophies, but still won them trophies.
Then they couldn't freaking get him out of the club quick enough
on the second season
because he started turning around and having a go at all the freaking players.
On the third season.
Yeah, but he tore that. He basically destroyed that freaking team.
On the third season.
After spending so much money, what a waste.
Alright, then after that,
I think he's just overhyped.
Ah.
And at the moment now, he wants to go. He wants to join up with another team apparently. But I think they should just freaking leave him to it, mate. Anyway, I don't really rate him as a manager, right?
Why?
Because every time he has to have big players in his squad, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see him take a small squad and work with that squad without any big players in it. Like a small Premiership team.
I want to see.
And flipping do something with that.
I want to see.
And then you'll see if he can really manage.
Same with Jurgen Klopp.
Put himself to a proper test.
That's the same with Jurgen Klopp.
Well, Klopp's done it though. Klopp has done it.
With what? With crap players?
He's done it with crap.
Like who?
Look at Liverpool.
Name some crap players. Name some crap players.
No, but look at Liverpool in the beginning, right? Those players that there weren't world class.
They were good though. They weren't crap.
Yeah, they weren't crap, but they weren't world class.
They don't have to be world class.
Yeah, I know they don't have to be world class.
You have to say crap players. They weren't crap.
But
they weren't crap. They were good.
No, but
they were good.
Mourinho always have to have big players in his squad. He always has.
Because big players win you the league.
Yes, I know they do.
Hence Man City.
But that's the problem with him. Because he's so much relying on big players and experienced players.
To get the
He
job
doesn't
done.
give young players a chance. He doesn't give them younger players. That's why Chelsea's doing so well now, because now they've got Frank
Well, we're
Lampard
not
in there.
technically, no.
That's why Frank
not
Lampard
doing-
is good in that squad.
He's doing well now because we've got a transfer ban. Because we couldn't spend any money.
Yeah, but Frank Lampard
but
looked
he
at that
has to.
squad and said,
Because
"Well,
he has to.
this is Chelsea. I'm going to take the young.
Because he has
I'm
to.
going to take the young players.
Because he
and I'm
has
going to
to.
make them flicking
Because he has
and
to.
play for us."
Because he has to.
And Mourinho was there. He had all these young players at his disposal, and what did he do? He just left them there in the freaking wilderness and load them out to other teams.
At Chelsea.
He was a freaking joker,
At
mate.
Chelsea.
Yeah, he was a joker,
Alright,
mate.
so when he first came to Chelsea in 2003, 2004, 2004, 2005, he won us the Premier League. Second season.
Yeah, I'm not talking about winning the Premier League. I'm not talking about that.
I'm saying he was with
I'm
Chelsea.
talking about
You saying
how
that
many young players did he bring into that squad? Tell me. How many?
He doesn't need to. Why?
How many young players did he bring into that squad?
Done why?
That's my point.
We won the trophies.
That's my
We won
point.
the trophies.
Yeah, you may have won the trophies,
all-
but
that's
how
about
many
mine.
young players can say they played for Chelsea? How many? How many English players was in that squad?
Alright.
There was hardly any.
Okay.
It's a joke, mate.
Okay.
He's a joke.
How many English players play for Liverpool?
How many English? We've had more than freaking than Chelsea. I'll tell you that.
I'm saying now.
At the moment, we've got what? Probably 1, 2, 3 players. Yeah,
I want to see more English players play for Liverpool.
I'm sure you would.
But with Jurgen Klopp. So if it was Liverpool against Man City, you'd play young English players
Yeah, I would.
against Man City.
Yes, I would.
So you take out.
Because how is our English players supposed to get experience if they don't play against
So
quality?
you would take out Salah, Mane, and Firmino and swap them with 3 English boys.
If I've got players that are up to the level of those type of players,
but
or
you don't.
young,
But you don't.
that,
So
that
I'm
are
saying,
young and want to play,
since
yes,
you don't.
I'll give them a go.
But if you don't, would you swap them in?
Yes, I would.
Even if they didn't. Even if
Yes,
they weren't close to
I
Salah.
would. You're forgetting, right?
So in a Man
You're,
City,
you're forgetting that when Fergie had Man United, right?
that's back in the day.
Yeah,
That's back in
and
the
all
day.
those players he had, all those young players he brought in
That's
here,
back in
right?
the day.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
That's like
But all
80s.
those young players now are
And-
freaking legends, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played a few games and they got their arse kicked all over the place.
Yeah.
But in the end, look, they learned and they became freaking world class.
Yeah.
How else are they going to learn?
Number one, footballers weren't getting paid a lot of money back then. You know that. Secondly, it took them at least maybe 4 or 5 years. Whereas with us,
Yeah, and now what are they?
yeah, obviously they're legends.
They're freaking world class, dude. We're
Yeah.
talking about Scholes. You're talking about Beckham. You're talking about Giggs.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, freaking world class players, mate. Recognised all over the freaking world. If they didn't start off somewhere, how would they have got the experience? How? So
Wow.
you're telling me that the players that is in Liverpool squad now, they're going to play football forever? No,
Obviously not.
they're not going to play football. So he's
Obviously
going to
not.
have to take young players and if they're up to the standard, they're still going to have
I
to
know,
play
but
for the squad.
Jurgen Klopp's not going to do that now because he wants to win the league. Do you think Jurgen Klopp's going to take out Salah, Van Dijk, Mane, and
If
Firmino?
Salah got injured, if any of those players got injured, yes, he would bring in young players.
No,
I know.
you pay Origi.
Even if he played Origi, he'll still bring in some young players. I know.
He brings them in for cup games.
He would still bring them in.
For the cup games, yeah.
He would still bring them in.
But they're not currently they're not good enough now. And Klopp's not going to be at Liverpool.
I don't think that's the case. If they weren't good enough now, he wouldn't have them on the bench.
Name some young players at Liverpool that are good.
I can't remember all of them.
Well, there you go.
But I know that there's some players there that is up to the standard. I know there is.
There are players up to the standard, yet you don't know their names.
I don't personally know their names. No.
That's like me saying I know the greatest footballers in the world. What are their names again? I forgot.
So all right. So you do know all the rookies at your side?
Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount.
No, I'm
James
not talking
Moore.
about the present team. I'm talking about rookies.
They're rookies. They were
No,
rookies.
I'm talking about rookies.
They're the
The
rookies.
rookies that are now available on your squad now.
Those other rookies are available. That's the guys that he's brought in.
No, I'm not talking about the guys he's brought in. I'm talking about because they're now they're now professional players. I'm talking about
they're
the rookies.
rookies.
I'm talking about the rookies behind him, behind those players.
Yeah.
The ones that are on the bench.
Yeah. You telling me Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount?
No.
What?
No, they're now professional players. I'm talking about the rookies on the bench.
Okay. Reece James, Kurt Zuma. Who else is more? Hudson-Odoi, he was on the bench. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, that was on the bench.
No. He's
They
a
were
player.
on the bench.
They're players, mate.
Yeah, they're players.
They're players.
Yeah,
but
rookies are players. What were you
No,
trying to say?
they're not rookies, man.
Rookies aren't. What's a rookie then? Go on.
A rookie's someone who's just sitting on a bench, who's on the line up on a
But
bench.
they're players. That's like Chamberlain saying he's a rookie, but he plays for Liverpool. So there you go.
As I said, I've answered the question. The question is would I play rookies if
That's
the
not
main
the question.
player,
That wasn't the question. Is the Mourinho one? I'm going to do you rate Mourinho.
I told you about Mourinho. I think he's rubbish.
I'll say he's better than your manager, personally.
He's not better than a manager, no.
He is.
Oh yeah. So if he's better than a manager, how come he's not voted manager of the year then?
Because your team's OP.
Because our team is great.
Yeah, players.
Where's his team?
Oh, he obviously got sacked. Third season.
I think that says it all.
In his third season.
I think that says it all.
In the third season. First season, he kills it.
Yeah, first season he kills it.
Second season, he's just
But that's the problem with him. He works brilliant in the first season. By the second season, he starts to waver, and by the third season, he's sacked.
Plus,
he's rubbish.
Plus, I'm going to say
he's rubbish.
Plus, I'm going to say he's great because he's won us 3 Premier League titles.
Yeah, but you would say that as a Chelsea fan.
He's won us 3 Premier League
titles. But as far as I'm concerned, I think he's rubbish.
Your team has won 1.
He's rubbish.
Okay.
I don't rate him. I never did.
Alright, tell it to Steven Gerrard. Anyway.
Yeah, you can say it to Steven Gerrard, mate. Don't worry, mate. Steven Gerrard's going to be the next flipping manager of Liverpool. You wait and you see.
Alright.
And when we're caning your butt, mate, you'll find out then.
You won't cane us.
You wait and see.
It's going to take him time.
You wait and see.
Alright. First season you won't. Second season maybe.
Yeah, well you'll see, mate.
What are your thoughts on Wenger?
What about him?
Being one of the best managers.
No.
Why?
Fucking user.
So, Invincibles.
He wasn't behind that.
But who managed it?
He still wasn't behind it.
But who managed it?
He still wasn't behind it.
Still managed it.
No.
But he managed it.
No.
But he managed it. He managed all 49 games undefeated.
Dude, that team was set up by, what's his name, Graham Souness.
Yeah, someone had to manage it.
He set up that team. He set up that whole freaking defence.
Someone had to manage it.
All he did is just come in. All he did is bring in, what's his name?
Henry.
Henry.
That's good though. But he's the guy that Henry's the guy that banged the goals in. Did he not make that team undefeated, Henry? I think he played a huge part in it. Undefeated. Tell me one team that went undefeated a whole Premier League season and has a gold Premier League trophy. There you go.
Yes, we all talk about Arsenal, but
Invincibles.
The main
Invincibles.
The main thing that was in that squad was the defence. The defence, everything
and mentality.
else. The defence, the midfield, everything else was already sorted for him. All he did is bring in freaking Henry. That's it.
No, you managed the whole thing.
That's all he did.
No, you managed the whole thing. There were tough games where he grinded it out and he changed formations.
No.
And
If he was such a great manager, how come when Arsenal started to get into trouble, how come he couldn't change it round? How come he couldn't fix it? He couldn't fix it because he was too busy picking up a paycheck, mate. The money that he was getting paid, if he really loved Arsenal that much, he could have taken half of that money and bought some players for the club. He's full of crap, mate.
Well, I don't know why
he's full of crap.
He was there from 1996 to 2006.
He's full of crap. He was there for freaking too long. He was too crap, mate.
Still won them trophies, except Champions League, but still won them.
He was crap, mate.
He won the Premier League 3 times.
He didn't do them any favours.
He did. He won.
That's why in the end,
Invincibles.
That's why
Invincibles.
That's why in the end, Arsenal got rid of him.
But what's the Invincibles then?
Yeah, but I don't put that Invincibles down to him.
It is down to him.
I'm sorry, but I don't.
It is.
No.
He's the guy that
George
managed
Graham, mate.
No, he managed
George Graham sorted out that team. All he did is just put a striker up front. It's like me having a set of defenders and midfield players and saying, well, you know what? I'll just put a striker up front. Yeah. And that's what he just put up a really good striker up front, and that was it.
What if he didn't put a striker up front?
That was it.
Yeah, what if he didn't put a striker up front?
Even if he hadn't put a striker up front, that team still would have been flipping invincible.
No, they wouldn't.
Of course they would have been.
Without Henry.
Of course they would have been.
No,
because the midfield was solid, the defence was solid all the way, mate. And then the top goalkeeper. Of course it was bloody better.
Some other forwards than Henry.
You could have put. I could have put flipping. I could have put freaking someone like freaking a different striker up there, and he still would have done it.
Like who?
What do you mean, like who?
Yeah, he banged in goals. You know, over 25 goals. Tell me a striker that scored.
Listen.
All right. Let me.
I'm not saying Henry's crap. He was a brilliant striker. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But dude, without a freaking midfield and a defence, you ain't got a team.
I know that, but he managed.
And that's the whole point.
But he managed it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he managed it, mate.
It does.
He didn't do much.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't do much.
Yeah, you got to motivate the players.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, you got to motivate the players. You got to show leadership. You gotta have
Look,
faith in
mate,
your players as well.
If I put in a midfield and a defence at the thing there, and then I put a strike up front, yeah, right? Yeah? And then I just step in and say, oh, you know what, I just managed that. That doesn't mean that I did the work, you know. The last manager did the work. The last manager put the flipping, the wall, he literally built the wall and built the squad for him. All he did is just bring in Henry to score the goals. That's all he did.
So let's say, for example, Brendan Rodgers, right? Let's say he got the defence, midfield, forwards.
Yes.
He left. Klopp came in.
Yeah.
And he won. What was it? He's there for 3 years and he's won 3 trophies. You're gonna say it's not down to Klopp, it's down to Brendan Rodgers.
It's not down to Klopp. He's down to Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, of course it is.
That's what you would say.
Because he put the main flipping. He put the main.
But you gotta manage it.
He put the main flipping.
But you gotta manage it.
He still put the main bloody background in there.
But you gotta manage it.
It's still down to.
You know what management?
If this is what management is, dude, right?
What's management? Go on.
If you manage a team from the defence right down to the midfield and to the forwards, and you put the whole defence in there, put the midfield in there, and put the forward up there, that is your squad.
So you're saying
that is your squad. That is your players. That's you. That is your thinking. Then it comes down to tactics.
That's him.
Then it comes down
to Wenger's tactics, you know. Because you can put any players in, and you can put your own tactics in. If you got shit tactics, you can have Ronaldinho, Maradona, Messi. But if your tactics are shit, they ain't
yeah. But
goals.
what I'm getting to, the point I'm getting to is that those players were drilled into how they were playing before Wenger even got there.
But Wenger
they were drilled.
But Wenger carried on.
He may have changed their diet and brought in flipping a top striker. But what I'm trying to say is they were already drilled, they were already ready. They were already winning matches before he even got there, mate.
But they weren't. Yeah, but before they got there, they were losing. They weren't undefeated.
Nah, mate.
They were. They weren't undefeated.
No, mate.
They were losing games.
They were already winning matches, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, but no, they were still losing games. Before Wenger came, they were already losing matches.
Dude,
when Wenger came,
they were drilled like you wouldn't believe. They were drilled like they were freaking in the army, mate. Trust me.
Okay.
George Graham is a hard.
Okay, so
he's a good. It was a very good manager, right?
It's not when
and a very
actually, if I'm honest with you, it's not even when Wenger came.
Manager as well.
It's not even when Wenger came. When Wenger came in 1996, right? Invincibles happened 2003, 2004. So it's not just Wenger came in then.
But the defense, the midfield is all George Graham's flipping squad, mate.
And who's the manager? And who's the manager? Arsene Wenger.
He came in as the manager.
1990s.
But he didn't do much, mate. All he did is all he did is just bring in a striker. That's all he did.
Did he not bring in George Graham though?
No, he didn't bring in George Graham.
He was the manager in 1996 then.
I don't know
exactly.
I don't know.
It was Wenger.
He may have been Wenger at the time.
It was Wenger. It was.
But I know that the manager before him was George Graham, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah. 1996, the Invincibles was 2003, 2004.
But that ain't the point I'm making, Brandon.
That's 8 years.
The point I'm making.
8 years, you know.
The point that I'm making is that those players were already drilled, already trained.
From Wenger.
No, from George Graham.
Yeah.
And that's the fact.
You're saying Wenger just came in?
He just came in, mate.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean by he just?
They just brought him in, and then he brought a striker with him, and that was it.
In 1996.
Yeah.
When the Invincibles was 2003, 2004. The Invincibles was 2003.
I'm not going to argue anymore about this. I made my point on it. The point
it doesn't make sense.
The point is...
It doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does make sense. The point is that George Graham, right, had drilled that squad before Wenger got to the squad. When Wenger took over the squad,
in 1996,
when Wenger took over the squad, all he did is bring a striker up front and then manage the team until that time. That's what he did.
He managed the team.
But basically, everything that would been drilled into those players before Wenger got there was already inside those players.
No, it wasn't.
And it was.
No, because in 1999 they were losing games.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Well, they were. They didn't go undefeated.
I don't agree with that.
So you tell me in 1999 they didn't lose a game?
I'm not. I don't know at the time. I can't refer back.
Well, they did. They lost.
All I know is that when George Graham was manager of the team, that team was solid.
You believe that?
So that's all I need to know.
I could call up or ring up any other Arsenal fan and they'll tell me that it's Wenger. Yeah. I could call up any Arsenal fan and then they'll tell me that it's Wenger that managed it. Anyway.
Well, you can do that, but I know the truth anyway.
That's not the truth.
Well, that is the truth.
It makes no sense.
I know that's the truth.
1996, 2004. Okay.
No, we just have to disagree, won't we?
No, whatever. Your point doesn't make any sense. Thoughts on the conflict between Shearer and Owen? Something in Michael Owen's biography, or something like that, and there was beef between Shearer.
I don't know. I don't know what the full beef is.
He said that, where is it? He went to, where is it?
Isn't it something about him that he didn't thought he was capable of, could have played in a certain match or something?
No, something like he went to Newcastle because he wasn't able to get back into Liverpool. What are your thoughts on that? Because you obviously aren't a fan of Michael Owen anymore, are you?
Not really, no. Because he should have never gone to. He should have never gone to our rivals. He should have gone to Man United.
He shouldn't have gone to Man United.
No, he shouldn't have. And this is why most Liverpool fans they wouldn't pick him. They wouldn't pick him in the squad. No. You don't go to your rivals, mate. And he knows that Man United are rivals, and he went to play for Fergie. How can you do that? That's disgusting.
So, actually, another question I want to ask: if the 1999 Man United team lowers your team right now, do you think you'd beat them?
It'd be close.
I reckon they'd win it. If I'm honest with you, because that quality was too much.
No, I don't know how it would go. I can't judge on that. I can't say anything on that.
I reckon they would.
I know we'd be close. I know that.
No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I reckon they win it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Every single one of them's a leader.
I know every one of them is a leader, but at the end of the day, I think we'd be still close to them. I think we'll give them a match. I know that. I don't know if we'd win it, but I know we'd give them a match. You know, you got the likes of people like Beckham and Giggs and Keane. That is a different ball game. They were quality players.
I think, yeah, it's a good point. There's another question that was on here. It's about Arsenal again. So obviously, Emery's second season at Arsenal.
Yeah.
And obviously they drew 1-1 against Manchester United. I think they're fourth in the table.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't make Champions League this season.
Yeah.
I think it's for the third time they haven't made it. So Arsenal haven't been in the Champions League for the third season.
Yeah.
Is Unai Emery the right manager for Arsenal?
I don't think so.
Why?
Telling the truth, as I told you before in the last conversation, anyone with a good manager in mind can see that squad needs a defence, and that's the first thing he should have been sorted out. Not buying freaking wingers. It's a disgrace.
So he's the wrong manager because
I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing. To the truth, not a clue.
But you do know it takes time for a manager.
Yeah, I know it takes time, but I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Alright, so
anyone in their right mind would have sorted out that defence. That's the first thing they should have done.
So when Jurgen Klopp came in as Liverpool, you were losing games left, right. You weren't losing it left, right, centre, but you were losing games, and you were like, I think you finished fourth.
Yeah.
People could have said Klopp's not the right man, sell his arse.
Yeah.
But what your team did is gave him time, and look where he is now.
Yeah, but what did he do? What did Klopp do?
Yep.
He already targeted the person he wanted to put in the defence.
But how long was it? Three
seasons? Obviously he had to wait until he got the money.
3 seasons.
But there's a difference. He had to wait until he got the money. But with Arsenal's manager, he had 70 million.
Second season.
Yeah.
First season he couldn't do it.
All right.
Because he was given 50
Second
million.
season, yeah. But he's taken that money. He's going to bought it on a winger when he should have bought a defender. You can't. There's no excuse for that. Did they really need that winger? No.
They needed a winger, but they didn't.
They didn't need the winger now.
No, they needed a winger, but they didn't need to pay that amount for a winger.
They didn't need a winger now.
No, they needed a winger.
He could have probably got a defender for that price, a top defender for that price.
They still need a winger, but they didn't have to pay 72 million.
They had enough players there that could have played in that position.
Like who name some?
I don't know the Arsenal squad right through. But what I'm saying, you're telling me that they didn't have any rookies that could play in that position.
No, they've got rookies now that can play in it.
Come on, man.
But it's quality, man. It's down to quality.
Listen, if you ain't got a decent defence, you ain't going to win shit. Simple as that.
Look at Man United. They've got Harry Maguire and they don't win.
Yeah, they got Harry Maguire.
They won
but
2 out of 7.
They got Harry Maguire, but they need another defender. They need someone who's got a bit of pace behind
I
him.
don't think it's always down to defending. I think it's down to that. It's down to tactics. It's down to leadership, and it's down to mentality. I think that's what it's down to if it comes to another league. Because look at your team. Your team won that Sheffield United game, but it was down to mentality. You could say yes, a bit of luck came, but it was down to your shape, your form, leadership, consistency, Robertson putting his body on the line, and mentality.
No, I wouldn't go so much mentality. The team worked as a unit. They worked as one.
But man,
The team
they
worked.
want to win though.
Yeah, the team worked as one.
But you've got some players.
And Man United don't work as one. They don't work as one.
Yeah, Man United are like.
The old Man United worked as one. But
Yeah,
this one doesn't.
Because they're on the same page.
Exactly.
Their mentalities, they want to win titles.
When Beckham got the ball, yeah, right? And he crossed that ball over to Giggs. He knows that Giggs is going to be on the end of that ball.
Yeah.
He knows it.
Yeah, but they've played with them enough times to know that. He's
Exactly.
gonna
But this squad hasn't got that.
But it's also mentality.
That squad ain't got that.
It takes
they
time.
ain't got no. They got their how could I? Their team plays bollocks. It's rubbish.
This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first official season as Manchester United manager. The players need time.
Solskjaer's the right man. He's trying to get them to play as a unit.
They need time to gel.
He's trying to get them to play as a unit, right? He's the right man for the job at the moment. Yeah, right. But as I said,
Sure.
well, the only other person that I could have seen have taken that job is either Giggs or Neville.
Gary Neville.
Yeah, I reckon Neville could have done a good job there. Yeah, I know he went abroad and tried to manage another squad, but I don't think that was a good move for him. I think he should have stayed where he should have stayed in this country and managed a squad here, and he would have been a manager now.
I think he should have just stopped the punditry, if I'm honest.
No, I think.
Well, he's not really amazing.
I think he made a mistake by going to manage a team abroad. I think he should have managed the England team where he knows all about the players. I think he would have got it right then.
I think he's just said it as a pundit. As a manager, I think.
As I said, I think he's still got the mindset to be a good manager, and I also think Giggs is also a manager of Wales, but I reckon he really should have had the job of being Man United manager, because he knows that club inside out. He knows it even more than what's his name, who's the manager now. He knows it. He knows it more than him.
He may know it inside out, but can he get the players to gel?
I think he could have. I reckon he could have.
I don't know about that, but we just gotta see how it flows. Another question was, where is it? So, you talk about when we watch football games, right? We watch football games, but they've been boring as crap. They pass the ball side to side.
Yeah.
And you say to players, why don't you dribble?
Yes.
So, question is, why less players dribble past defenders?
I do not know. That was That was the whole key of the game.
I know.
I know what the answer to that is.
What is it?
Oh, they don't want to lose the ball. They don't want to make mistakes. But
it's more than that. I think it's more than that.
But then, at the end of the day, right? That was the whole excitement of the game, wasn't it? Seeing a player take the ball, dribble past 2 or 3 players and pass the ball, or have a go at the goal.
If you've got the skill and confidence, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what a footballer's. I think that's what most of them are trained to do.
Okay, let's say you have a Liverpool player. You want to dribble past the defender.
Yes.
There's no one behind him, by the way.
Yeah.
He tries to dribble past him. He loses the ball. Counter attack. The other team scores.
Well, that's the risk you take, isn't it?
But those are risks that players don't want to take.
Yeah, but that's the risk you take. But say, for example, he makes it through and he gets to the goal and he scores. It
depends how good his dribbling is.
Well, this is it.
Depends.
This is it. This is what makes football. The dribbling is what makes football exciting. That's the risk.
I think it's more than dribbling. I think it's individual skill, but I think it's more the team play. I think it's more
team play, whatever you want to call it, mate.
I think it's team play.
That is what makes football exciting. That's why people go and pay their money to go and watch players play, not to sit there and watch them pass the ball from side to side and then front and back and side and side. No, mate. I want to see, once you're in the box, I want you to take on players. I want you to try and get the goal. I want you to have a go at the goal, even get a shot in. I don't want to be there with the ball, with the player with the ball, taking it in this passed it from side to side. That's rubbish. That's not exciting. I didn't spend money for a season ticket to watch crap. If I want to flip and watch that, I'll stay at home. I'll stay at home and play a computer game if I want to pass it from side to side. That's crap. I want to see a player take on a player, beat him with skill, and put the ball in the net. What's wrong with that?
You got to watch Man City. Raheem Sterling. A player that you think it's not.
Well, me personally, yes, he dribbles and he's scoring goals, but you know,
he's one of England's. If I'm brutally honest with you, he's one of England's best dribblers
at the moment. Yeah, but I think there's also a lot of other players there that could do the same thing.
Like, you can't just say there's a lot of players that can do the same thing and can't name them. It's like me saying there are a lot of players like Gerrard, and you ask me like who, and I can't name them. So there you go.
Well, you know, it depends on what players are willing to dribble the ball, isn't it? At the end of the day,
I know some players that can dribble. Mane, Salah.
But I think we should see more dribbling. We don't see enough of it. We need to see more. We need to see players taking a risk and just making the game exciting.
Do you not think
like it used to be in the old days? Now the excitement's not even there. Where's the skill factor? The skill factor is quietly being dissolved from the game. There's no skill anymore in it.
That's
well,
why
where is it?
I don't want to see players like Hazard, because Hazard was one of last season. Hazard's, well, in my opinion, he's the best dribbler. Eden Hazard. He's the guy that dribbles. Pass players.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, isn't it?
You saying Hazard doesn't dribble past players?
He dribbles past players, but so does Manny. So does Salah.
Who did it? Yeah, but who did it more? Who did it more?
Well, he did it all right, but
what do you mean all right? He skipped past three players and scored.
But that was the problem with your squad.
What?
The problem with Chelsea's squad is that they relied too much on him. That was the problem. And now that he's gone,
yeah, but why did we rely on him?
Your team's not the same team, is it?
What do you expect? What do you
anyway?
What do you honestly expect?
Anyway, what's your next question?
What do you mean? Hazard just dribbles more. Where is it?
He's not dribbling now, is he?
Well, he's at Real Madrid. I think he's basically he's dead at Real Madrid. Real Madrid is Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? I think your career ends there.
He's average there now. Right.
But yeah, that's why I didn't want him to leave. I knew he'd be average. I was talking about, what was it? Less Pakistani and Muslim players in the Premier League.
There should be more.
From where?
Pakistani. There should be more players. There should be more Asian players. Asian players in the league.
But why do you think there isn't?
I don't know.
You can't just say there should.
I think a lot of the players there have got the skill level to be in the Premiership.
Have you name some Pakistani and Muslim players?
I don't know personally any.
So how can you say they have?
Oh well, all I can go by is by my own personal playing football, and that's.
Well, you play with some Muslims.
Yeah, and
that are good at football.
Yeah, and they've got some great skills. Yeah,
but they're like really, really good at football.
Yes, good at skills. Yeah, and I think there's bound to be players that are at the Premiership level, that can play in the league. Why not?
I think they have their own league, but I don't.
Well, even if they have their own league, we need to mix them up in this league. If we can have other cultures in this league, why not?
Do you think it's down to their parents as well?
It probably is, but at the end of the day,
what do you think the parents should do?
They need to get past that. It's not every.
They may say that
it's not every child wants to be an accountant or a lawyer
or a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. They should be given the choice.
Our doctors get paid like a lot of money.
They should be given the choice. You could get paid a lot of money playing a footballer as well.
No, not necessarily. It depends what league you're playing.
Well, if you're playing a Premiership, you get paid a fortune.
Yeah, but it's not easy to just get into. Actually, no. The way I look at these players now, half of these players in the Premier League, if I'm honest with you, are bollocks. So it's probably easy to get into the Premier League. If I'm real.
The point is that if black players can get into the league, why can't Asian players get into the league?
I'm not saying there's
why is there
there's Riyad Mahrez, but he's from like Iran or something.
Why is there like a restriction? There shouldn't be. If you're good enough, you should be able to play in the league. That's as simple as that.
There's two Asian players that are good. Haroon Song and what's his name? Riyad Mahrez.
Simple as that, mate. As far as I'm concerned.
There were two good players, like Riyad Mahrez and.
What's your next question?
And Heung-min Son. Actually, you know what? I obviously wrote down some of the predictions for next week's game.
Right.
About the Premier League. I'm gonna go through them. First game on Saturday. I've run down my prediction. I want to know your prediction for this.
Yeah.
Brighton versus Tottenham.
Brighton versus Tottenham.
Score prediction for that.
What did you say?
I want to know what you said first.
Brighton versus Tottenham.
Yeah.
I reckon Tottenham win that.
Score
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
I'll put 3-1. Bets away.
I reckon it's 2-1.
Sure, because Tottenham lost at their home ground against Newcastle.
Yeah, I still reckon it's 2-1.
You still reckon Tottenham will win it?
Yeah, 2-1.
Even though they lost 2-1 against...
2-1.
They lost, what was it? 2-1 against Leicester.
Yeah, 2-1.
Away.
2-1.
Alright, we'll see. Norwich versus Villa.
I reckon Norwich will win that. 1-0.
1.
Yeah.
Who do you think will score it? That Pookie Geese or something?
Exactly.
You think by 1 goal?
Yeah.
You don't think Villa will win it?
No.
Why?
Their defence is shaky.
The defence. I think
Yeah.
the whole play is shaky. If I'm honest with
Their
you.
defence is shaky, and their forwards, they don't have a real out top striker up front.
But Dad, not every team in the Premier League has a top striker.
Yeah, but
You know that.
they need someone who can put the ball away, and they haven't really got it. That's the truth.
Alright. Next game, Watford versus Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Watford versus Sheffield United.
I reckon Sheffield will win it.
They're playing Sheffield United. Are playing at Watford's ground, by the way. What do you think the score will be?
Probably 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
You don't think Watford will come back?
No.
But you saw Watford against Arsenal,
Yeah.
and they drew 2-2 with Arsenal.
Yeah, I still think Sheffield will win it.
Yeah, I put 1-0 Sheffield United. Burnley versus Everton.
Burnley. That's a different.
Yeah, Burnley versus Everton.
I reckon it'd be 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
I put Burnley 2-0. I reckon Burnley will win that, you know. Why
Nah.
do you think 1-1?
Because Burnley's got a kind of tough defence, isn't it?
Basically, they're long ball FC.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what Burnley are, if I'm honest.
I reckon 1-1.
Next game, Liverpool versus Leicester.
That could be 2-2.
A draw
Yeah,
at Anfield.
could be.
Why? You
They're
don't
both-
think your team will win against Brendan Rodgers?
Brendan Rodgers.
Well, they beat Newcastle 5-0.
Brendan Rodgers is a good tactical manager, right? And he will be there. Don't forget, he was also manager of Liverpool, so he kind of got a little bit of an idea of how we'll play. So I reckon it'll be 2-2.
You reckon he's the one that's going to spoil your winning drought?
He might.
Leicester City are good.
He might.
They're good.
Don't forget, you've got what's his name up front as well for them.
Who? Oh, Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
And he's dangerous. So I reckon it could be 2-2.
Yeah, true. What's the next game? West Ham versus Crystal Palace.
West Ham versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah. And yes,
I reckon West Ham will win that. I reckon that'll be
They'll win it.
1-0.
At what was it? At the stadium. What's it called again? Olympic Stadium.
I reckon
West Ham.
I reckon West Ham will win that. No props.
What about? I put personally. I put 2-2.
No, I reckon West Ham
Yeah,
will win.
Zaha, man.
I think West Ham.
You don't think Zaha will come out?
They rely too much on Zaha.
And are you?
I reckon West Ham will win it. They're more of a unit.
Are they?
Of course they are.
That's-
Much more of a unit, mate. They rely Crystal Palace rely too much on him, mate. That's why he can't go nowhere, because they rely on him. He's their goal scorer.
Yeah, without him, they're basic screwed.
They're rubbish without him, aren't they?
Alright, next game, what was it? Southampton versus Chelsea.
Southampton.
Versus Chelsea.
Yeah, I reckon Chelsea will win that.
Final.
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
That's it, 1-0.
Yep.
We won't get any other goals. Nothing
No,
like that.
no.
Why?
Just because of what's his name up front.
Tammy, you don't think he's good enough?
Not Tammy. What's his name? The Abraham guy you got.
Yeah, Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he'll be the one who get the goal.
Seriously. Just one. Not even a hat-trick.
No, 1-0. He's a good striker, but he's not prolific.
Prolific. So, I mean, name some strikers that are prolific then.
strikers are prolific.
Mm-hmm.
Firmino's prolific.
How many goals has he scored this season?
I can't remember how many, but he scored a lot.
Not more than Tammy.
Mammy's
He hasn't scored more.
Salah's prolific.
He hasn't scored more than Tammy. Tammy scored 7. So I thought. I put 3-1.
Oh, that's up to you.
Man City vs Wolves.
Oh, come on, it's Man City, mate.
Yeah.
That's going to be probably something like 3-0 or 4.
I put 6.
Oh, so, yeah.
Wolves are playing terrible. I don't know what's happening to them. Arsenal vs Bournemouth.
Probably Arsenal.
Final score.
2-0.
I put 2-1. I put 2-1 in Bournemouth. Or maybe 2-2. Arsenal are just... They're so shaky, man. Newcastle vs United.
Probably Man United.
Yeah, I said Newcastle will win that.
No, I reckon Man United will win it.
How? Man United.
Yeah. Probably about a 1-0.
One. Well, they'll just scrape Newcastle.
Yeah.
Scrape it.
They'll be scraping it through, yeah.
I said Newcastle will beat them 2-1.
No, I reckon it'll be straight through.
Because they're playing at, what is it, St James's Park? I just don't...
Someone like Rashford will come up and get the goal, mate.
Yeah. Maybe. No, I reckon Newcastle will win it. I think it'll be... Who's their striker again? Crap. That Joe Linton.
No, but they're not prolific, are they? They're not always on the ball.
True. Alright, what's the time? 1 hour and 1 minute. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Right, that's the second podcast done. I would say we'll do one next week, but it's down to
We'll be there, mate.
next week.
Next week.
Right.
Latest.
He called it, by the way.
I called it.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in a bit. And
Latest.